What is the difference between midlife crisis and a midlife transition? And why do I put the emphasis on different, that it can be two different things? And in my personal experience, you can have one of each. A crisis may be if you're unconscious that this process is happening to you. So you can be living your life with a job, with a family, with a career, with a certain setting of your life, and suddenly have this realization that what you've been feeling for maybe a few years is this, and it catches you off guard. You never thought that you can be dissatisfied from the set and setting of your life. You may be realizing that it's not perfect at all, and it's not optimal at all, and it's not who you want to be, it's not where you want to live, it's not what you want to do for a living, and maybe it's not how you want people to perceive you, because something inside is different now. It's evolved internally, but didn't come out to the world to show everybody. And the midlife transition, as I see it, is a much more conscious effort and process that you know it's coming. And you know that this feeling means that changes are coming and challenges are coming and big questions are coming and big decisions are coming, and you prepare yourself to it. So you can't really avoid it. It's not like some accident happened and it makes you rethink your whole life, and you have to let go of a lot of things because it was inevitable, and now you have to find a new purpose, and it's like somebody took you and dropped you to the rock bottom, and you have no choice but climbing up. The conscious transition, which I think is preferable for most people, unless they really like to go hardcore on everything in their life, or have the hand of God smack them. I don't think most people like it, but it happens, right? Is going through a more conscious transition of realizing that you fulfilled a lot of other people's dreams and aspirations of going to school, maybe studying a certain degree, maybe pursuing a certain career, maybe getting married, maybe not getting married, maybe having kids or not, but some kind of structure that was instilled on you since the day you were born, because of your family setting and the culture and society, an expectation that you had for yourself, just because you heard certain idols or teachers or people that inspired you, and you thought, I really want to be like that. And then you realize that while you're doing it, it feels maybe not fake, but missing, shallow. Something is not really, it's like going inside a costume that doesn't really fit you, or going into like a surfing suit that is too big. It's like, yeah, you like surfing and it's nice, but this suit doesn't fit you. And then you start realizing it's making you clumsy. And then you realize that maybe it's not really surfing, it's what you want, it's actually snowboarding. And it looks the same, maybe, maybe it's the same technique, but it's like totally different things, right? So you're like in parallel of what you want to be, it's close, but it's not really it. And then if you can see the transition happening and tell yourself, well, I know that I don't know, just a 30-year-old person, but I know that in my trajectory of life and career and family and aspirations, I cannot hold this persona, this role model forever. I have to change. And I know it's going to be difficult, and I know I have to let go of a lot of things, and I know I have to disappoint a lot of people. Maybe your boss, maybe your parents, maybe your spouse, maybe your girlfriend that's not going to be your spouse, because you realize that it's not good for you to actually marry that person. Um, or maybe your boyfriend or your husband that really want to have kids, and you realize that you don't, and you have to disappoint them. And but you can see these things and get the feeling that these topics of your life will change, and maybe you don't know how, maybe you don't have enough courage to change and act on them right now, maybe you just don't have enough money or skills or experience to be a certain person that you want to be in the future. Maybe you work in high tech and you want to be a chef, or maybe you're a chef and you want to work in high tech, and you know that you need some kind of experience and training before you can actually call yourself a chef or a programmer, or I don't know what. So if you can go through this transition consciously with a mentor, with guidance, with maybe some professional training, with spiritual coaching, because forces of your own ego and your own subconscious can go against you and telling you, why do you need why do you need to change? Why do you need all this effort? Why do you need all this pain? Why do you need to spend so much money? Why do you need to let go of some people or friends? Why do you need to cut relationships? Why? It's so convenient, it's easy, it's already there. You worked so hard, maybe 30 years of your life to become who you are right now. And internally, this voice that maybe sound like your mom or your dad or your grandparents or a teacher that you had will tell you, but you're so nice, you're so good, it's perfect. Why do you need to ruin everything and toss it? And this voice is internalized as well. So if you can work with this voice and change it slowly and evolve with it slowly over time, it will be with less resistance and more flow, instead of just waking up someday and realize that you're in the middle of a crisis. And then, yeah, the resources are not there yet, maybe the money is not there yet, maybe the support from your family is not there yet, and then you have to do everything super super fast because depression starts to kick in, or anxiety starts to kick in, or some existential crisis is already happening.